Hello students, welcome to APG Pathshala. I am Dr. Sanjeet from Government College, Nadan. Today we are going to talk on module Valuation of Inventory, its need and methods from the paper Accounting and Financial Analysis. After studying this module, the students may be able to understand the meaning of inventory and inventory valuation, recognize the importance of inventory valuation, assess the technical features of inventory record system, distinguish between periodic inventory system and perpetual inventory system. Preparation of accurate income statement and balance sheet of a concern depends on correct valuation of its inventory. Companies may have inventories held in form of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, products bought for resale and service items. In simple words, it may mean stock of finished goods only, but in a manufacturing concern, it may include raw material, work in progress and stores, etc. All enterprises requires inventory for smooth running of its activities. There should be a proper system of determining the quantities and value of inventories sold and in hand. Now, what is the meaning of inventory? Now, inventories include goods purchased or manufactured by a concern and remain unconsumed or unsold. Inventory is also known with the name of stock in trade. Further, the term inventories also include those goods which are in process of production, that is, work in progress. The word inventory is defined by different authors differently. The dictionary meaning of inventory is stock of goods or a list of goods. As a verb, the term inventory means to take count of units of a resource in hand at one point of time. According to Accounting Standard 2, inventories are assets which are held for sale in ordinary course of business or in the process of production for such sale or in the form of materials or supplies to be consumed in the production process or in the rendering of services. The classification of inventories is given in this picture. The inventory can be classified into two parts. In case of trading concern, this includes only finished goods, the goods which are ready for sale. Whereas in case of manufacturing concern, inventory includes raw material, work in progress, consumables and spares. In trading concern, the inventories of trading concern include mainly products purchased for resale in their existing form. It also consists of inventory or supplies such as cartons, wrapping paper and stationery. Simply in case of trading concern, inventory primarily consists of finished goods. In case of manufacturing concern, raw material is an important input for the production of finished goods in the organization. They are most important requirement for carrying out production activities interruptedly. Work in progress is the stage of stocks which is between raw material and finished goods. The raw material enter the process of manufacture, but they have not attained the final shape of finished goods. Finished goods, these are the goods which are ready for sale to consumers. The aim of maintaining inventory of finished goods is to ensure proper supply of goods to customers. Consumables and spares. Consumables and are necessary to carry smoothly the process of production. These materials do not directly enter production, but they act as catalysts in production process. Spares also form a part of inventory. The policies of stocking of spares are different in different industries. Some industries like transport will need more spares than other concerns. Now, what is the meaning of inventory valuation? Valuation of inventory assigns accurate costs to inventory. Inventories influence both the balance sheet an income statement. The inventories held by a business invariably have considerable value, and a large amount of money is invested in these. Preparation of accurate income statement and balance sheet of a concern largely depends on correct valuation of its inventory. Valuation of inventories needed in order to determine cost of goods sold for matching it against the sales for that period and to know correct gross profit of the organization. Further, valuation is needed to determine the value of the stock in hand at the end of its financial period, as the stock is an important current asset in the statement of financial position. So, it shows the valuation is needed for the purpose of getting correct gross profit and revealing correct, true and fair statement of financial position. Now, what is the objective of inventory valuation? The objective can be divided into two parts. There are main two objectives for the fulfillment of which inventory valuation is done. The first is determination of profitability and second is ascertainment of financial position. This is shown in this picture that there are mainly two objectives of inventory valuation. Even the main objective of accounting is to show the correct profitability and financial position of the organization. In a similar manner, the objective of inventory valuation is also determination of profitability and ascertainment of financial position of the organization. Now, what are the objectives of inventory valuation? Determination of profitability. Inventory is an important item for determining the true profitability of a business. Gross profit is determined by deducting the cost of goods sold from the sale. The excess of sales over cost of goods sold is called gross profit. Cost of goods sold is ascertained by adjusting the opening and closing stock to purchase. The simple formula for cost of goods sold is beginning inventories plus purchases minus inventories at the end. Now, it is clear from this formula that the value of inventories have important impact on cost and the gross profit. Further, it also reveals that the undervaluation or overvaluation of inventories will seriously affect the profitability of the concern. Ascertainment of financial position. Inventory also plays an important role in the determination of financial position of an enterprise. Closing stock or inventories at the end of a period are shown as a current asset in the balance sheet. In case inventory is not properly valued, the balance sheet will not disclose the correct financial position of the business, and it will give a misleading picture about the working capital position of the concern. What is the significance of inventory valuation? Why inventory valuation is so much important for an organization? It is the big question. Why organizations are giving so much importance to inventory valuation? And the answer of this question is provided by this picture. Inventories are the lifeblood of the concern. They affect the income statement. They affect the balance sheet. These are two important statements. One is income statement, another is balance sheet. Income statements are prepared for showing the income or profitability of the concern, whereas balance sheet is prepared to show the financial position, financial health of that organization. It affects both income statement and balance sheet. Further, it has a significant impact on liquidity position of the organization. It is also clear from this figure that it affects 2 years statement. What it means? If inventory valuation is wrong, then it will going to affect your 2 years statements adversely. So this figure makes clear why organizations are putting so much emphasis on inventory valuation and why inventory valuation is needed and what is the significance of inventory valuation. What is the significance of inventory valuation? Inventory may be termed as lifeblood of the concern. Inventory enables sale, customer satisfaction, productive work for company, employees, and without inventory the business dies. It impacts the liquidity position. Now, liquidity refers to firm's ability to pay its short-term liabilities in time. The liquidity is generally measured through net working capital and current ratio. Now, inventory is important component of net working capital, and current ratio shows the relationship between current asset and current liability. Thus, correct valuation of inventory is very much essential for a concern. If the valuation of inventory is not done accurately, then this provides misleading information about liquidity position of the business. Effect of inventory valuation on income statement. An accurate valuation is important as incorrect inventory valuation affects income statement. The following items of the income statements are affected by valuation of inventory: cost of goods sold, gross profit, net income, balance of retained earnings. So it is essential to properly value inventory, because when or if ending inventory is overstated, then this will result in cost of goods sold understated, or this will result in understatement of cost of goods sold and resulting in overstated gross profit and net income. It means if ending inventory is overstated, then cost of goods sold will be understated and it will result in overstated gross profit and net income. Whereas if ending inventory is understated, the cost of goods sold will be overstated and it will result in understated gross profit and net profit. Effect on balance sheet. Generally, inventory is the largest of the current assets of a business entity. Inventories are disclosed under the heading current assets on the balance sheet. An accurate valuation is important as incorrect inventory valuation affects following in the balance sheet. It affects current assets, working capital, total assets, retained earning. So the balance sheet will not give a true and fair view of the affairs of the business. It is necessary to properly value ending inventory because overstatement of ending inventory cause current asset to be overstated, total asset to be overstated, and retained earning to be overstated. So it is important to evaluate the closing inventory or inventory properly, because if inventory valuation is not done correctly, then it will affect the balance sheet seriously. Effect on 2 years statements. Further, in fact, an incorrect valuation will affect 2 years income statements, because inventory at the end of the one accounting period will automatically become the inventory at the beginning in next period. When a company makes mistake in valuation of its ending inventory in the current year, the company carries forward that ending inventory in the next year. Inventory record system is an important need of an organization, and these inventory record systems can be divided into two parts. The first is periodic inventory system, second is perpetual inventory system. In this picture, these are given, and periodic inventory system and perpetual inventory system has some advantages and disadvantages. Periodical inventory system is less expensive to use, whereas perpetual inventory system provide more useful information. Now, which inventory record system should be used by an organization? It depends upon needs of that organization. Now, what is the meaning of periodic inventory system? Periodic inventory system requires a physical verification or count of all the inventory items in hand at specific times, because in periodic inventory system actual physical verification of stock is done. The system is also called physical inventory system. In case of this system, the quantity and value of inventory is determined only at the end of the accounting period, after the physical verification of the units of inventory in hand. The periodic system relies heavily on physical count of inventory to determine the ending inventory balance and the cost of goods sold. Now, how the cost of material consumed or used is calculated under this method? It is shown with the help of this table. Beginning inventory or opening inventory, which is known, purchases, which is known, and ending inventory, which is determined by physical count, are taken for calculating cost of goods sold. For the purpose of calculating cost of goods sold, purchases are added in beginning inventory, whereas ending inventory is deducted from these, and cost of goods sold are calculated with the help of this formula. What are the benefits of periodic inventory system? Periodic inventory system ensure the accuracy of the accounts. Further, it is clear from the picture that periodic inventory system is a less expensive system. It has two main benefits. The first, it ensures the accuracy of the accounts, and the second is it is less expensive. It is less expensive inventory record system. What are the benefit of periodic inventory system? It ensures the accuracy of accounts. In periodic inventory system, the physical counting is done for determination of value of inventory. On the basis of this counting, all corrections are made to ensure the accuracy of inventory figure to be shown in the accounts. Further, periodic inventory system is less expensive than continuous inventory system. It is important to note or get the knowledge of limitations of periodic inventory system. And this figure shows the limitations of the periodic inventory system. According to this figure, the system is based on wrong assumption. It has taken a wrong assumption. Further, it adversely affects normal business operations. If this system is adopted in an organization, the system is going to affect normal business operations adversely. Further, it fails when income statements are required frequently. Also, this system is not providing information continuously. When continuous information is required, this system fails. Further, there is no recording for losses under this system. One of the important limitations of the periodic inventory system is that it is based on wrong assumption. Periodic inventory method is based on the assumption that all goods which are not recorded or found by physical inventory count have been either sold or used. Due to this assumption, loss due to theft, waste, evaporation are taken in the cost of goods sold, thus the figure of cost of goods sold may not be accurate. In this method, physical counting is done at the end of the accounting period, and due to this, normal business operations will be adversely affected for a number of days. The business which are using this method have to stop their normal business operations and employ number of employees for the physical count and valuation of the inventory. Periodic inventory method fails when income statements are required more frequently than once in a year. In this case, this method would become very expensive. Periodic inventory system does not provide the information regarding quantity and value of material in hand on continuous basis. No recording for losses. In periodic inventory system, no recording, no accounting is done for losses such as shrinkage, theft or wastage. Perpetual inventory system is defined by different authors differently. According to Chartered Institute of Management, Accountants, London, perpetual inventory system is a system of records maintained by the controlling department, which reflects the physical movement of stocks and their current balances. According to Wilden, it is a method of recording inventory balances after every receipt and issue to facilitate regular checking and to obviate closing down for stock taking. Now, perpetual inventory system is also known with the name of an automatic inventory system. It is in this system, balance of raw material, work in progress and finished goods is provided on continuing basis. The main aim of this system is to provide all times the information in detail about the quantity and value of stock. This maintains usual ledger accounts for each inventory item. The detailed inventory record for each different item must show receipt or purchases, issue or sales, or balance in hand. Benefits of perpetual inventory system. What are the benefits of perpetual inventory system? Why this system is used in organizations? It is shown in this figure. This picture reveals that this is automatic inventory system. There is no need of stock taking by actual count in this system. This system provides information on continuing basis. It is suitable. It is the only option when volume of inventory items is large. It provides information available at any times. There is no need of special staff under this system. It provides a risk control. It also controls the losses. It provides no interruption in normal business workings, and there will be no out of stock situations if this system of recording is used. So according to this figure, the perpetual inventory system is very beneficial. It is very important to an organization. Perpetual inventory system is also known as automatic inventory system. This system provides balance of raw material, work in progress and finished goods on a continuing basis. Information available at any time. The basic objective of this system is to make available details about quantity and value of stock of each item at all times. Perpetual inventory system helps in exercising a risk control over stock of materials, as physical stock can be verified with the stock records. No interruption. The normal business operations are not interrupted by perpetual inventory system. No need for stock taking by actual count. Perpetual inventory system obviates the need for stock taking by actual physical count at the end of the accounting period. Perpetual inventory system is the only option when the volume of inventory items is very large and it is impossible to make a complete count. In perpetual inventory system, special staff may not be employed for stock taking. Controlling losses. Controlling losses is easier under a perpetual system because inventory records prepared under perpetual system continuously indicate the goods that must be in hand. No out of stock situations. Perpetual inventory system continuously provides detail of goods that must be in hand, so there will be no sudden out of stock situations. Now, limitation of perpetual inventory system. It is important to get the knowledge of limitations of perpetual inventory system, and the main limitation of this system is that this system is costly to maintain in those business firms which deal in numerous items of small value. It is important to know the difference between periodic inventory system and perpetual inventory system, and it is shown with the help of this table. Now, perpetual inventory system are updated at periodic interval, whereas inventory systems or perpetual inventory system records all movements of inventory, and it is also known as perpetual inventory system. Physical verification is the base of periodic inventory system, whereas book records are the base of perpetual inventory system. Periodic inventory system requires a physical verification of all inventory items. Physical verification of all inventory items is not required under perpetual inventory system. In periodic system of inventory, financial statement cannot be prepared easily at shorter intervals, whereas in perpetual inventory system, inventory records are continuously updated and financial statements can be prepared easily at shorter intervals. It is not feasible to compare the physical stock with book records under periodic inventory system, whereas it is possible in physical or perpetual inventory system. Periodic inventory system is simple and less expensive, whereas perpetual inventory system provides detailed records and high cost of maintaining them. Under periodic system, cost of goods sold is the balancing figure, whereas in perpetual system, inventory is the residual figure. Under periodic inventory system, lost goods are included in cost of sales. Goods which are lost are included in cost of sales, whereas these are included in inventory. In perpetual inventory system, these are included in inventory. The lost goods are included in inventory. In periodic inventory system, account of inventory and cost of goods sold are updated only at the end of the period. But in case of perpetual inventory system, accounts of inventory and cost of goods are updated continuously. Account of purchases and purchase return are used in periodic inventory system. In perpetual inventory system, there is no individual purchases and purchase return accounts. The simplicity of periodic inventory system allows the use of manual record keeping, whereas in perpetual inventory system, it is impossible to manually maintain the records and there may be thousands of transactions, so computerized system of accounting is needed. Updating is needed at the end of the accounting period under periodic inventory system. whereas updating is needed continuously in perpetual inventory system. In periodic inventory system, there is no possibility of inventory control, whereas in perpetual inventory system, there is possibility of inventory control. Periodic inventory system disturb the normal business operations, whereas perpetual inventory system does not interfere in the regular work of the business. Now, following conclusions can be drawn about inventory record systems. Periodic inventory system is less costly, whereas perpetual inventory system gives more accurate information. The financial statements prepared quickly as the inventory records are maintained properly in perpetual inventory system. The perpetual inventory system is the best suited for big enterprises, whereas small enterprises can go for periodic inventory system. Firms generally employs periodic inventory method for low unit selling price. So, students, let us summarize what we have learned from this module. Inventories include goods purchased or manufactured by a concern and remain unconsumed or unsold. Inventories influence both the balance sheet and the income statement. There are mainly two systems of determining the quantities and value of inventories sold and in hand. One is periodic inventory system and another is known as perpetual inventory system. The periodic inventory system relies on physical count of the inventory to determine the ending inventory balance and the cost of goods sold. Perpetual inventory system is also known as an automatic inventory system. In this system, balance of raw material, work in progress, finished goods is provided on a continuing basis. The periodic inventory system is less costly than the perpetual inventory system, but it gives more accurate information. Thank you.